Just want to let you lot know that if you're watching this clip on the Fozcast YouTube channel, the full episode is now available to watch exclusively on Spotify, and it's free. Come on. How did you find it up in Scotland?
It was intense.
Yeah?
Really intense.
Especially if you're a Celtic or Rangers manager.
Absolutely.
They live it, don't they? They live for that.
Every single day.
Yeah.
Every day. You don't mind sport in the back pages or the second back pages, but when it's about 15 back pages in,
really?
That's honestly, it's...
we'll talk about Aston Villa in a second. I just want to know what that atmosphere was like at the Rangers-Celtic derby.
The derby, my first derby game, which... has almost become folklore up in Celtic, because I think that I think it gave us the confidence to go on. Anyway, we're playing the game Sunday morning, and it's an early kickoff.
Obviously,
for an early kickoff, and you're going in, and of course I'm unbelievably nervous. You don't want to try and show it in front of the players. We are 3-0 up in 11 minutes. 11 minutes, every attack. Honestly.
Even at 3-0 up after 11 minutes, knowing you as a person, only just from this and reading your book, you would not have been comfortable at 3-0.
I wanted the game to wrap up.
Yeah,
I think I turned to Robbo and I said, how long's left, you know? And seriously, but it was, absolutely, because Rangers were too good. They get a goal back at 3-1. And just before half-time, I think it was Wallace might have scored a goal that was given offside, and he might even have been onside at the time. It might only be the only good decision I got from referees up there in 5 years up there. But had they scored, made it 3-2 at half-time, it's a different ball game. Within a few minutes of the second half, Larsson scores a great goal. Sutton scores a great goal, lobs the goalkeeper. And Kloss is the goalkeeper. Stefan Kloss, one of the best. Yeah. Did you think he was a really good goalie?
Proper goalie.
Proper goalie. Yeah. And even then, the first time I had a sigh of relief, and I genuinely mean this, man, is that Chris Sutton scored with 3 minutes to go to make it 6-2, and I thought, we're home.
Yeah,
we're home here. We're home. Honestly, that's how worried I was about the game, and it gave us the confidence to go on. Rangers hammered us in November, which was our only defeat really until we'd won the league eventually. But even so, even though they beat us at Ibrox, they scored a couple of set-piece goals and things like this, but they were far too strong for us. And even though we lost a bit of momentum with it, we didn't lose hard. So really, the victory gave us the confidence to go on. And even though Rangers had beaten us, we could still carry on for the rest of the season. And so we beat them the next couple of times that we played them. But that was, I would probably all stem from that game. Had Rangers have beaten us that day at Celtic Park,
tables could have turned.
Absolutely. Yeah.
How good was Henrik Larsson?
Phenomenal. Really phenomenal. Phenomenal player, brave as a lion, could score goals. I used to say to John Robertson sometime, John, you want Henrik to pull you out of the quagmire, you want to make sure. And I once said to John, Henrik hasn't scored yet. And John Robertson said to me, relax, Martin, the game hasn't started yet. So it was one of those. It's another poor joke, I must admit, but it's one of those things. One of those things that you feel about Henrik Larsson. He was terrific.
Yeah.
And you know what was really pleasing, Ben? After 7 years or whatever it was, a real hero at Celtic, and his UEFA Cup final against Porto, who beat us in the final in Seville in 2003 and went on to win with virtually the same team, the champion.
Yeah, Jose Mourinho's team, wasn't it?
Yeah. Henrik Larsson was sensational in that game. Scored 2 goals, but he's sensational. And here was the most pleasing thing. A lot of people were saying he could only do it in Scotland, up in Scotland. Yeah. He goes to Barcelona, trying to break into that side who had Ronaldinho at that time and all those players playing for them. He comes on in the final, makes a change. I know Arsenal were down to the 10 men, but he makes the change in the game, and then does great at Barcelona. And then Alex Ferguson signs him. And if Henrik Larsson was 1 year old, he was I think about 33.
Yeah, he was coming towards the end. Yeah, coming towards the end. Yeah,
scored goals in the Premier League.
Yeah, he did.
34.
Yeah.
So I couldn't be more pleased that a lad who you would have thought was definitely in the autumn of his career is scoring goals for Manchester United.
Still had it in him.
Thanks everybody for watching. We hope you enjoyed this clip of the Fozcast. If you would like to watch the full episode, it is now available exclusively on Spotify for free.